Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innalhamdulillah. Firstly, I would like to thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has been giving us blessings and mercies. Secondly, don't forget to say salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So today we will doing weekly English podcast, and I'm Afif and Akbar. You can call me Afif, and I'm being the host. And Adelio is the guest.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Adelio Khairy Akmal, and I would like to thank to Afif who has invited me into this weekly English podcast. Okay.
So we were talking about our old school and our new school, and then what is between around that.
So Afif, about old school and new school. Like, is that like asking the difference of our old school and our new school? Yeah. Okay.
It's like I asking you the difference, and then what are your old school and new school,
Yeah.
and then you must answer all of that. First, where's what is the name of your school, and then where's the location?
Okay. So my old school is like a elementary school, and it's called Al Azhar 46, and it's located in Grand Depok City and Boulevard Road. Yeah. So it's the school is kind of big, and the place is kind of clean. If you are asking about that, okay.
So the next about the extracurricular, and then what you do in there, your favorite lessons, and how many the lessons in there.
There's not there's kinda more than three, I think. Well, usually there's like about religions, Muslim, about the lessons, right? Religion about Muslim, like, and then English, IT, and then music. Yeah. Well, as you know, in IDN it's not allowed to play music because it's haram, right? Yeah. So it's kind of different than old school to my new school that I'm in right now. So that's why I'm here. And then after that, there's lessons IPA and then PKN, and then math. I think that's all. I think, yeah.
I think you forgot something, extracurricular.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the extracurricular. Well, there's so many. Well, I forgot some. So there's about a music, and then comic writer. It's like making a comic and maybe like that stuff, you know. And then there's also futsal, basket, and then wait, I forgot. I think yeah, and there's also I forgot. Okay, I think that's all.
And what you pick in extracurricular?
Well, I picked basketball and basketball. Well, there's we have to enter two extracurricular. So I entered basketball and IT. But after that, my mother doesn't want me to enter basketball anymore. Well, and I just joined IT, I think. IT, and yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Wait, I forgot. IT and science.
Okay. So I want to ask about your new school.
Ah, the new school you are right now, IDN. Well, it's very different. First thing is my old school, like there's some such things that as like the extracurricular for comic writer contains living people, like we get to make living people by drawing like that. So as you know, like it's haram in Islam. So IDN doesn't allow that. And also there's education about music, and as you know, music is also haram. Yeah, in Muslim in Islam and IDN. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and I think, well, about the location of IDN, if you guys don't know, it's in Pamijahan, and Mountain Salak. It's located in Bogor. Okay.
So, what the extracurricular you like in IDN and then listen?
So what about that the lessons I like is IT, and the second one that I like is English. Well, I'm not the type of person that really smart at religions, because yeah, I'm getting used to laptops or gadgets like that, and then with that I'm using online, and then after that I communicate with people outside and in the internet, and that's how I and then like that's all I think. Well, about what about the extracurricular I like. Well, I mostly like swimming. As you know, well, I can swim since I go to IDN, so like I'm getting used to swimming, so that's why I like swimming. I can maybe swim at the places that is deep, like the water is deep, and I can just float. Okay, I think that's all. Well, Afif, I as a guest, may I maybe ask a question too?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so can you explain about your old school, like your favorite your lessons and the extracurricular, or maybe your favorite lessons and your favorite extracurricular too?
So first, my old school not in here, but my old school is in Medan, and Medan in Sumatera,
Yeah.
because I live in Medan too. So in my old school, I learned about Islamic and about IPA, and then mathematics and English, like that. And for the extracurricular, there's so many, like silat, and then badminton, and then futsal, and then mathematics class, and then English class, Arabic class, calligraphy class. There's so many, and futsal, and then futsal, and yes, and we must pick two, pick three or two. I forgot extracurricular, maybe three. So I pick futsal, badminton, and then maybe just two. Or I forgot. I join one game, but I forgot the extracurricular. So, my favorite lessons is mathematics.
How about your favorite extracurricular?
My favorite extracurricular, of course, futsal,
Oh,
because I like playing football in my home, and then playing game. I like always football.
Well, does your old school have some kind of like such haram things, or not the things that not allowed in Islam? As example, maybe extracurricular for drawing or music or for the lessons. There's no music lessons.
Music lessons. When I'm in maybe first and second elementary school. There's and that's just in 2 or 3 years, and then after that there's no again because we already know that's haram.
So your school just realized it's haram.
Yes, the first we don't know, and then we already know we make that haram, and then we change to be I forgot nasheed.
Okay.
Yes, in the ceremony of the when I want to go to seventh grade, I entered nasheed class because I will be the nasheeder, and then but I don't want that. I pick to the read Al Quran because there is read Al Quran too, and then for drawing class there's but that just what the children want to make, and then the teachers just teaching him how to make good image and draw. I mean draw, and then how to make the color is good. So there is a competition, internal competition that was we draw something and then fill it with color, full color.
Wait, I
And-
have a question. Does your drawing lessons contains like making such as living people or living things, or it's just like making some kind of nature or like photography, and then we just make it into a drawing like that, like the mountains, and then we draw that like that, or we draw living things.
Yes, like that. And there's competition like that too. And when I'm fourth elementary,
Fourth grade.
yes, fourth grade, and then I get loose because first and second grade more good than me. The color is too good. That's like inter. I ever win, but in outside, not internal. Yes, internal, but in outside and winner, but in second elementary school, in internal, I get loose because there's so many activity. We are going to field trip, go to Rahmat Zoo, and then go to bakery house, like that. And the name of the school is Al Amjad.
Well, talking about field trip, I ever had a field trip too. Like every year I have a field trip, but since when COVID-19 is here, COVID-19, well, COVID-19, and then after that field trip is cancelled, so it's held through virtual. So we're just like listening to a video, like it was like explaining about Haji place, like where I mean like a museum of arts of Indonesia, like as example wayang and cartoons from Indonesia and such like that. Well, it's kind of boring because I prefer walking into the museum, Yeah, because like Firdaus is just sitting there in front of the laptop, like this is so boring like that. Well, field trip when I was elementary school before COVID-19 happens is held in the place like farming. So we get to make we get to maybe like goes plant into a mud, a plant, what, some plants inside the mud, and then after that we get to milk a cow, and then we get to ride ride what, I forgot, what's kebo. Yeah, like that. It's really fun, and then there's a really huge rain, and it feels like, oh my god, this is so huge because we're swimming we're playing inside the mud while it's raining, so it's like swimming, and then like I feel like touching mud in my feet, like because I don't like being dirty, but I'll just get used maybe someday.
Oh, so now for the field trip in COVID-19, there is no, because we just doing field trip. It's not, there is no preparation because it's just like 1 weeks before field trip. Maybe in 1 year there is 2 field trips, on 1 year 3 field trips. Okay, so there is no 1 year 1 field trip, no. And then my sister still study at there.
So you're in school. You're in school with your sister.
Yes, in one school, because there is elementary school and then playground, and then TK, and then elementary school, and then there is junior high school and senior high school. So it's, the buildings is big. And then when I fourth grade, my sister is still third grade. He go to Belawan, the military base for the ship.
Wow,
Yes,
that sounds cool.
yes. In Medan we call that Belawan, and the sea is not, is just 11, 12, like Jakarta. The sea, because there's so many ships.
Well, may I ask about like, what about your cafeteria or lunch food in your school? Like, is it good, do you think?
There is no lunch food.
Oh.
We can catering. There's catering, and then for the canteen it was too good, but the price is expensive too. Like,
Wait, you have to buy. You have to buy. You have to buy the food.
yes, we have to buy, like, we want to nasi goreng, and then, I mean, fried rice, and then something like ayam penyet.
Uh, I've ever tried it. Yeah, it's kind of delicious.
Yes, there is, and then siomay, and then batagor, and then dim sum, jasuke, and then so many. But the price is not too expensive. Still less than 20,000.
Well, about buying foods in my school, there's no such things like a cafeteria, because in IDN we have canteen or cafeteria, right, for buying snacks or food. But there is no in my school. We just have to bring snacks from home. Well, there is cafe from school called Aksata. It's like there's donuts or drinks like iced chocolate, iced tea. Like, it's like modern such, because my old school is kind of modern. About the cafeteria or catering like that, it's hearing from you. It sounds very delicious. Like, I'm hungry like that. Well, about mine, like not too shabby, but it's like normal, like tongkol fish or like normal foods that you know.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there is no delicious food. Like there's the thing that I think that delicious is when there's pudding. Like sometimes in some days they will like give puddings to students like that.
We have pudding and then there is ice cream. When we go back, we buying ice cream because the food already in empty. Because in the morning we buy it. If our food from home, it's empty. We go there. And then I want to ask something
Yeah.
about your old school.
What is it?
Uh, in the canteen or cafe, just that, or there is so many food, and then the second question is, wait, I forgot.
Well, wait. While you're trying to remind your question, maybe I can ask the first question first, okay? Well, about the first question is, yes, there's only donut because students in our school is only like the food like Starbucks like that like it's really modern like and Aksata is like Starbucks. There's not much food. There's only like maybe bread or donut. That's all. Oh, okay. What's your second question?
I still forgot, but what about your new school? But I'm school in here there too, and then the program is same of course. What about this school? Are you like it?
Well, the first thing is I've never felt boarding school in my life or pesantren like that. But the longer I'm here, I'm getting used to it. And also, it's about like, wait, what were you asking again? I forgot.
About this, are you like it?
Maybe I kind of like it. Yeah. Well, like there's beautiful views in here. Like because Aidian Pamijahan like has more nature, Like yeah, and because in Aidian Jonggol, because it's so hot, they have to be in room and then put an air conditioner like that. Well, because in Aidian Pamijahan it's cold in here, and I'm allergic to cold. But the longer I'm here, I'm getting used to it, and inshallah, I'm not allergic anymore.
Yes. So, what about the food and then the dormitory, the class? And then about the anything about here. What do you feel about it?
I feel like it's better than this is not making like difference between Jonggol or Pamijahan. Sorry, Jonggol. Well, it's like I would prefer here more than the Jonggol. The more that I stay here, like I even plan to move to Jonggol because like I'm allergic to cold like that. I want an air conditioner like that, but I prefer here now because why would we need air conditioner? But just because in the night we feel the cold already without air conditioner. Yeah, so we just put like some kind of fan inside without any air conditioner or that such things. And about the dormitory, I like it, and also I don't really like about the dormitory being too crowded. Like there's so many person, like 20 person inside the dormitory. It will be a rush. Like like you hear footsteps like ding, 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 like every day, like and then so loud that just because we want to sleep like until 9, even though it's until already 9 p.m. The teachers will get mad at us like, hey, go sleep, like that. uh, and I think that's all.
Okay, you said.
How about you, Afif?
Okay, you said. The 20 people is rush, but you don't know in Gontor and in the out of IDN. There's when they pick the students, they pick 100, and then Gontor,
Yeah, I remember.
the students of Gontor. I forgot, but I see his 50,000 or 10,000 or 5,000. I forgot. It's too many students because and the Gontor is modern boarding school too,
Yeah.
but they don't. And then there's no IT lesson, but there's English lesson, Arabic lessons, like that.
Yeah, I understand about Gontor. Like it's just like IDN but without IT, right? Yes. So, I really like being in IDN than any boarding school, even though it's modern. Well, if there is no IDN, I would just pick normal junior high school. And as you know, like junior high school in Indonesia is kind of worse because like SDN like for I mean like junior high school country negeri like that. Well, like what brother Fadlan say, like his friends is like smoking and then doing illegal things like that, and like nah, I prefer IDN than that thing, yeah.
Yeah, no. So, what is difference between your old school and our new school?
I see so many difference. The first thing is there's no music because music is haram, and there's no like lessons, drawings or like that because it's also haram, and this feels more big than my school. Like, in my school, like it's just in one building. It's already one school, but this is like more than four, and like, if even though we have to stay here because in elementary school we just like go to the elementary school and then after that in 3 p.m. go back home. But no, there is no going back home in IDN. Like usually in this weekend like this, like I would like reading books or maybe swimming at the river, that's and maybe doing some activities like jogging or doing activities like that. That's all. Wait, how about you? What's the difference? What's the difference between you just our school now or and your elementary school?
The between is the place is more bigger, but it's too closer because the building is my old school is building is too big, and then there's so many buildings, musala, masjid, and then playground buildings, and then
That's true.
and then there is what name? There's hall
Huh? What is a hole? What are you talking about?
like
Aula.
yes, but it's for all. It's not just for the school.
So it's like combined to other schools.
No, it's like for wedding and then married.
That's like the same to my school too. Like there is when like the is this is aula, and the top is the mosque. Like the aula is at the first floor. Like it will be the same like you. Like when I was wisuda, I would my wisuda is planned there, like at the aula. So like it's enough space for every parents, and it's true, like there's also weddings like that in like that. So like it's multi function, yeah, like that.
My school too, but it's too big, and then in the hall is just one floor, but for the buildings there is elementary school, junior high school, and senior high school. So there's sixth floor, and then sixth floor, and then for the playground buildings there's just two floor, and for the mosque two floor too, musalla just one floor, canteen just one floor, and there's I forgot, there is parking.
Parking lot.
Yes, and then there's in the middle of the buildings, I mean elementary, junior and senior. There is a basket place, and then futsal, and then badminton. And then in the outside of the buildings there is futsal too, futsal place too. But it's more good than inside of the buildings because there's so many trees. I like that. I like nature, so that's why I go here because I like nature. And then yes, I still cannot in here. I still cannot name. The Celsius is too high. In here is cold, right?
Yeah, true. It's cold, but also when like because it's cold, like there's some stuff happening like pancaroba, like there's someone that this is already we already passed pancaroba 2 times, and I've been sick 2 times since the pancaroba, like my fever got high like that, and then and there's even someone that passed this to pancaroba 2 times, but not getting sick since he's in an IDN. You know the person? Yeah.
Not only him, so many,
Yeah.
because they are already getting, because they was not allergic for the cold. I'm not allergic, but in my house there's hot because in Medan, in Bogor it's cool, so I still cold. I still feel cold in the morning, and then in the night. But in first semester I always use jacket. Yes, and then for the food in here, I think good. It's like 5 stars restaurant. Yes, because there is beef in sahur, and then and then tom yum, and then dory, because dory fish is,
Yeah.
and beef is too, the price is too expensive.
Yeah, it's really tasty to me. Like there's so many difference between my school. Like there is no such things as like fun menu. Like after khutbah we get fun menu. Yeah, there's no such things like that. So it's just like normal food like rendang or like that. I don't like it. I prefer the food in here. Like yeah, even though you look at it, it's just disgusting. Like how to eat this like that. Well, when you try it, tasty, like that.
And then guys, the chef is international chef.
Yeah.
He's the veteran of cruise ship
Yeah. That's it.
in the European. When he still young, he always go to England and then Portugal, Spain, Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
S-
traveling
and
around the world like that.
yes, and but in here he can make the recipe for the Indonesian people.
Yeah.
It's tasty and I think the first thing when I want to go to boarding school, the food is just tempe and tahu. But in here, no. In Jumat, always biryani. So that's all. Maybe I want to add something, Adelio.
Well, I will add some quotes like, wait, never mind. I guess. Well, I really recommend you if you're looking for a boarding school or modern school. I will really recommend you to join IDN because what I think is it's better than any boarding schools or any modern something like that. I think that's all. Thank you, Afif, for inviting me to this podcast again. Okay.
If you want to join IDN, I think it's international because there's in Turkey too, not in Indonesia. Okay, so that's all from me. Let's close this podcast. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.